We're here with Lisa at West Coast Shutters and Sunburst, and I just wanted to ask you, Lisa, a little bit about how you guys got started and give me a little bit of a background on West Coast.
Sure. About 15 years ago, my husband Joe was working at another shutter company. He was the supervisor, and then they changed management. So he took that opportunity to start his own business. And within 2 years, he got so busy and he needed somebody to help him start measuring. So I joined in, and now I do all the sales. So I do all the estimates and sales.
Great. So you've been doing this 15 years, you said? Or he's been doing it 15 years?
Yeah, and we've been doing it probably about 12 now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So tell me a little bit, we were walking around the showroom here a little bit and saw all kinds of different styles of plantation shutters. What's your most popular?
The bypass shutters, which usually the people get the larger louvers, the 4.5 inch, and which means they get a big 4-inch space. Mm-hmm. And what we've done is we've moved the rod off to the side so that you don't have to see the control rod right down the middle.
And some of the bypass shutters are the ones that are right behind us.
Right, and then we top it off with the crown molding on top.
And you, the biggest draw I thought was the hidden rod.
Yeah.
Like you were saying in the back, you can't really see it, and it's not split off in the center like most.
Right, yeah. We don't need to have that divider rail through it. Only if your shutter panel's over 8 feet tall.
Lisa, I had a chance to meet with Joe earlier, and he's going to give us a little tour of the manufacturing plant. So we're going to cut to Joe now.
We're going to emphasize today on our finished product and the finishing. All our parts are primed first. Each individual piece will be primed. There's the louvers getting primed up. They'll be done, headed out on a big cart. All hand sanded, individual. There's this gentleman hand sanding. There's all the styles. We use a Morrison tendon, glued and screwed joint. In the background, you can see everything there, all U'd up, ready to take its louvers. There they are, assembling the panel. Final end of gluing and screwing, the strongest joint in the industry. And we're ready to prime. He'll be priming his panels of lacquer. Everything's a lacquer primer. Take it over, and needs to dry. He'll be going through our big sanding machine. It's a forced process sanding. The panel will go through 4 times. 2 front with the vanes open and closed, 2 backward with the vanes open and closed. And it's coming out on its last go around. And there, everything will get a quick freshen. Check for any imperfection, puttied, sanded. There he goes, taking the putty off. It'll be primed one more time, back through the same machine again, all 4 times, into the spray booth for 2 coats of a high quality lacquer finish. It'll be painted 1 time, back out again, freshened with just sponges, and then its final coat. Two coats of primer, 2 coats of finished lacquer product. Everything's a lacquer product. Here we are with Sunburst 101. Vertical finger joint, 5 equal pieces, usually on a moisture round Sunburst. All glued, drop down. He'll be laying out his outer band now. There he goes, he draws his outer band. The inside part of the outer band. The band will be cut up, assembled, and sanded. There he is sanding it. From there on a template, all the vanes are mounted to get ready to go in, and there he is drawing the final product out. All spring loaded. And there's the final product. Everything opens from 12 o'clock down to the left, down to the right. So each Sunburst is a right and left operation. And we're back into framing again. There he is building a 2 5/8 outside frame. That gets mounted as an outside mount. He'll glue, staple, and screw. The frame is done. There he is cutting the panel down. The panel will be fitted and sanded. There's a panel being brought in. He'll mark it, sand any other places to get everything even. And that's the process of a rodless finished shutter.
You know, it's really kind of interesting because until you're actually down here and you actually walk through the manufacturing plant, I mean, I wasn't aware that there was so much stuff going on here. I mean, you guys you manufacture everything here on site.
Right, and then we added our spray booth a couple years ago, and that's just is so great because we can just do so much more now, and our turnaround time is much quicker.
Welcome to West Coast Shutters and Sunburst, family owned and operated for over a decade, manufacturing customized hardwood plantation shutters from classic to contemporary styling. Each handcrafted panel becomes furniture for your doors and windows. Now, West Coast Shutters and Sunburst is proud to introduce our new moisture-proof polycore shutter with aluminum reinforcement. All of our custom shutters feature the original hidden control rod design. Come visit our showroom and see them for yourself, or check out our website, West Coast Shutters and Sunburst, downtown St. Petersburg.
Now, Lisa, why don't you tell me a little bit about the mounts that you have for the shutters? I know that there's like 4 or 5 different styles that you guys are installation methods.
Mm-hmm. It all depends on what kind of windows you have. If you have wood sills with wood casing inside, we do an inside mount, which the shutters stay flush with the drywall or flush with the trim around the windows. Then we have the outside mount because a lot of people don't have enough depth from the inside of the window to the front of the sill. So we have to do a 4-sided frame and build out. And then some people have like those old-fashioned crank kind of windows, and those we have to build out too. So we have a choice of different frames, and then we also have a choice of if you want to do the trim that goes around the outside.
Now, also you have for French doors.
Yes.
You've got different installation methods for the French doors as well to
accommodate for the different hardware.
Right.
Right, yeah. We do a cut around, which looks like a rectangle box that goes around if you have a lever handle, but you still get louvers from the top of the door to the bottom of the door, so it's not like it's blocking anything through the middle. Or you can get an oval knob or an egg-shaped knob or a round knob, and then you get a full panel with a frame 4-sided that isn't cut in through the middle.
Now, on the French doors, is it the same type concept where there's the hidden rods as well?
Right.
Okay.
Right. All of our shutters have the hidden control rod.
Okay. Now, just to touch on briefly, you've got also like a polycore door. Tell me a little bit about that.
The polycore shutters are the newest for our company. They have an aluminum core right through the middle of the louver, so you can get them in wider widths, just like the wood. We can always make a width up to like 36 to 37 inches. And that's good because if you have a 72-inch window, you only need 2 panels, which means you only have that one seam through the middle. Whereas a lot of the other faux wood or vinyl companies, they have to make them into small 24-inch panels. So in a 74-inch window, you would have to get 4 panels.
Okay.
So then you would end up with 3 different seams, and it really blocks your view.
And now this is good also because it's basically waterproof in the sense that if you've got it like near a jacuzzi or something of that nature, outside patio windows or something like that.
Or a shower window. A lot of people have these giant showers now with big windows, and then the polycore can get soaking wet. The water can just lay on them and there's never a problem.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for having us here at West Coast Shutters and Sunburst. We really appreciate it.
Oh, and thank you.